These are the times Family Guy should have been canceled. Starting with the time Family Guy decided that surrogacy and abortion were fair game. This one still makes fans uncomfortable because it takes two of the most sensitive topics imaginable and treats them like throwaway punchlines. The story starts when Lois and Peter attend her college reunion. There, Lois meets her old roommate Naomi and reveals that they once had a short romantic relationship.
Oh, it's great to see you too, Lois. It really is. You know, the fact is, I came here hoping to run into you.
Really? Well, that's nice.
Instead of handling this gently, the show turns it into a joke.
You see, I'd like to propose something to you and your husband.
Things get worse when Naomi visits the Griffin house with her husband Dale. Peter wrongly assumes the visit is about sex and sends his kids away.
We are running out of time. Are we going to get this orgy started, or what?
Oh my God, you thought that's what we were here for?
You're not?
No!
The mood suddenly changes when Naomi and Dale explain that they cannot have children and ask Lois to become a surrogate mother for them.
And well, Lois, that's why we're here. We were wondering if you would be our surrogate.
Oh my God.
This is a serious and emotional request, but the episode quickly ruins it with silly and offensive jokes, especially during the fertility treatment scenes. Peter reacts badly to Lois's decision and even tries to make her lose the pregnancy, which is played for laughs, despite being disturbing. The situation becomes even more tragic when Naomi and Dale die in a car accident, leaving Lois unsure whether to continue the pregnancy or not. The episode then brings up abortion, a topic that affects many people deeply.
Devastating pileup on I-95 has injured 8 people and killed 2 others. Naomi and Dale Robinson were pronounced dead on arrival at Quahog Hospital.
Instead of offering thoughtful comedy, the show turns the debate into arguments and stereotypes. The episode ends with Peter directly telling the audience that Lois had an abortion, clearly meant to shock viewers.
Because it's killing babies, Brian. If God wanted us to kill babies, he'd make them all Chinese girls.
Peter, it's not a baby, it's a fertilized egg. It's the size of the tip of a pin.
To this day, the episode is criticized for crossing the line by using sensitive issues as jokes without care or respect. But somehow, that wasn't even the worst thing Family Guy decided to joke about, because when you think about turning pregnancy and abortion into punchlines was risky, wait until you see what they did with terrorism. Yeah, you heard that right. The show literally turned terrorism into a joke. After a skydiving accident, Peter meets Mahmoud and becomes curious about Islam. At first, this seems innocent, but the episode soon links Peter's interest in the religion with danger and violence.
Correct! Go directly to jail and convert to Islam.
Because they do that.
Yes, that is what I intended.
The show uses jokes that make Muslim culture look strange and suspicious. The darkest moment comes when Peter is unknowingly pulled into a terrorist plan to blow up the Quahog Bridge.
I told you, look at him. He's the perfect man to help us blow up the Quahog Bridge.
Scenes involving bombs, guns, and threats are treated lightly, even though they're very serious issues. Peter being forced to drive a van full of explosives is especially disturbing. The episode also suggests that someone learning about a new religion can easily be tricked into terrorism, which spreads harmful stereotypes.
Tell you what, let me call Horace and tell him to get our table ready.
Peter, did you just...
Let's go.
Even though Joe stops the attack in the end, the episode leaves a bad impression. Overall, it relies on shock value instead of thoughtful humor, making it one of the most controversial and dark episodes of the series. As shocking as that was, things were about to get even darker. Family Guy tackles domestic violence in the darkest way possible. And I'm not talking about a simple he's a jerk storyline. The episode goes all the way into abuse, murder, and cover-ups that are truly disturbing. While Quagmire is in the hospital, his sister Brenda visits with her boyfriend Jeff, who quickly shows signs of being aggressive and controlling.
I know, yeah, it was. I'm sorry. Oh, God, I hope Glenn's okay. I'm so worried about him.
Shut up and limp! We're in a handicap spot, you slut!
As the episode goes on, it becomes clear that Jeff is abusing Brenda. She tries to hide it by wearing sunglasses, but Lois discovers Jeff gave her a black eye.
No, it's really not that bad. It only hurts when I see.
You know, you don't have to stay with a man who treats you that way.
What makes this darker is that Brenda defends Jeff and blames herself, showing how trapped she feels.
I'd show you the ring, but it's under the splint. My finger fell down the stairs.
You're getting married?
Yeah, but only 'cause she's pregnant.
The show does not treat this lightly, and Jeff's violent behavior becomes more frightening each time he appears. The darkest turn comes when the guys decide Jeff is so dangerous that he might kill Brenda one day. What starts as talk turns into a plan to kill him. The final confrontation in the woods is intense, involving guns, beatings, and strangling. In the end, Jeff dies violently, and the group covers it up. The episode ends on a disturbing joke, making the darkness feel even more uncomfortable. But if you think that's wild, wait till you see what Family Guy had to say about disabilities. We're talking Sarah Palin's son, Down syndrome, and Terry Schiavo, all wrapped in one cringe fest that had viewers wondering if the writers lost their minds.
Well, the spacing seems a tad off, but yeah, individually they're not awful. All right, I'm on board. Go talk to her.
Hi, Ellen.
Even though the joke is brief, it dominates the episode's tone, making it feel cruel and mean-spirited rather than funny. The show treats this sensitive topic as a punchline, with no real insight or commentary, which makes the humor feel hollow and offensive.
And I was wondering if maybe, you want to go out on a date with me.
Okay, pick me up Saturday at 8.
Great. See you then.
Earlier in the episode, other dark jokes appear, including musical gags about Terry Schiavo in a vegetative state.
Sorry, so what do your parents do?
That's better. My dad's an accountant, and my mom is the former governor of Alaska.
Oh, that's cool.
It's real cool.
These moments, combined with the trig joke, show a pattern of exploiting real-life disability and tragedy purely for laughs. The humor relies on shock and discomfort, rather than clever satire or storytelling. You know, I used to hear that people with Down syndrome were different than the rest of us, but you're not.
You're not different at all. You're just a bunch of like everyone else.
For many viewers, this episode crosses a line, highlighting how Family Guy can push boundaries too far, turning real suffering into cheap, unsettling comedy.
Yes, but she's only 12.
Okay, like a young 12, or like she eats a lot of milk products, so she got her boobs early 12, which is a real thing, by the way.
Overall, it stands out not for its story, but for how cruel and disturbing it is. And finally, at our number 1 spot, Family Guy turns a transgender story into an absolute train wreck. What could have been a meaningful moment becomes a horror of transphobia, violence, and jokes so uncomfortable, you'll be questioning why this ever made it to air.
That's my dad. No one dances like Lieutenant Commander Dan Quagmire. Dad, this is Joe and Peter.
Joe and Peter. Which one are you?
Peter, sir.
What first seems like harmless misunderstanding quickly becomes tension when Quagmire grows upset over questions about his father's identity.
Oh, yeah, that was so funny, man.
Yeah,
oh,
no, it wasn't funny.
He's
It wasn't funny.
guy.
It wasn't funny. It was gay.
At the Navy Ball, the episode leans heavily on double entendre jokes that embarrass Quagmire and push him toward confronting his father-turned-mother.
Dad? Are you gay?
What?
Are you gay, Dad?
Oh, Glenn, I'm not gay.
Dan's reveal that she is a woman and plans to transition into Ida should be a serious emotional moment, but the episode treats it as shock comedy.
But I am a woman trapped in a man's body. And while I'm in Quahog, I plan to have a sex change operation.
Oh, come on, just be gay.
The surgery happens quickly, and Ida's return home is followed by more uncomfortable jokes and Quagmire's angry rejection, driving her out of the house.
I made a crumble.
Oh, how thoughtful. Throw it away in the outside garbage.
The story then shifts to Brian, who unknowingly meets Ida at a hotel. Their brief connection leads to sex, which becomes the episode's main punchline. When Brian learns the truth, his extreme reaction is played for laughs, but it feels cruel and mean-spirited. The episode ends on its darkest note, with Quagmire violently beating Brian and the conflict ending in rage rather than understanding. Overall, the episode flows from awkward humor into outright hostility, making it one of the show's most uncomfortable stories. So there you have it, folks. 5 times Family Guy should have been canceled for good. Which episode do you think went too far? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, smash that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more wild TV breakdowns. See you next time!